It's been a while. You know what's funny about that? Anybody that's watched a couple of my videos, I always start it with the hello and then it's been a while. And that just happened because I am like the worst at making videos and creating any sort of content at all. So it always takes me a year to make another video. So it naturally was just a phrase that I started with, and then every video since I think the very beginning I've started them with it's been a while because I am the absolute worst. But we got another gift. We're here to talk about this. I've worked with them before. FiFine has sent me a couple mics before. Don't mind the box. Amazon sat on it. I have no idea, but I haven't opened this yet. They sent me their new K688 microphone for streaming, podcasting, whatever you want to use it for. It's cool. It's USB and XLR. It does not come with an XLR cable, so I don't actually have one for it. If I knew that, I maybe would have planned to get one to try it. But yeah, we're gonna open it. We're gonna see what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. I'm a big fan of FiFine. I think that they've sent me, I think this is maybe number 4 for microphones over the years. And I started, they were the first company that ever reached out to me based off of my YouTube and my Twitch channel. And they were like, hey, we'd love to send you a microphone. And it was great. And it was a budget mic. It was like 50 bucks, I think. Sounded great. I always got complimented on it. And then they sent me like another upgraded one from there, and then another one, and then this one. And it's been a while since I've done anything with them, but they've always been a really great company. I used to deal with somebody named Eve over there, and she was great. And now I'm dealing with this guy named Bruce on this one. And I'm stoked. This one looks nice. It looks a little fancier. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's still like, to get a nice looking quality mic, like if you were on stream and you wanted a podcast to have like the visuals of like a professional level microphone, it's a really good looking mic. I mean, it looks like a Shure to me. So let's open it and let's see. Let me just make sure nothing's gonna fall out. Okay, so typical open, straight to the user guide. I want to see how I want to do this. Let's see. I'm just gonna open it. Ooh. Okay, so first off, there is the, I think this is what, 3/8 to 5/8? Yeah, 3/8 to 5/8 adapter for the whatever stand you want to put it on. Again, I also want like another boom arm for this, but I don't have one. So we're just gonna set it up as is. And then you have your USB to USB-C cable for its main connection. No XLR. So if you want this with XLR, I have a little interface there that has XLR on it. So I'll probably get one, but it does not come with it. So just keep that in mind. And right now, sorry about my audio. I'm just using my Sony a7 IV straight in, and I live above a daycare. So if you hear children, that's why. All right, okay, so feels great. Feels premium, looks really good. Yeah, wow, this is quite a bit nicer than what I had from them before. Not saying that those products weren't good. Stop focusing on my eyes. Yeah, this is quite a bit nicer looking. So there's your XLR connection, and then what do we have here? So there's a headphone volume, so to monitor, and then the mic volume, USB-C connection on the back, and then a 3.5mm headphone jack on the back. So pretty normal, but then you have the XLR. So I do think that that's probably the way to go if you can run that. And then they always, the thing I liked about FiFine from the beginning is they always had a quick mute button. So on the first mic I had, it was on the top. And then I think it was on like the back or something before then, but this looks like another way, like if you just need to tap mute, then you just have a nice little button. Let's feel it. It's not as tactile as I would maybe want. Like I want like a physical click. I think this is just like a haptic-y kind of tap. Then you have your little screen, which I'm assuming comes off. Yep. There's the, stop focusing on me. There we go. So there's underneath. So pretty directional looking, has a band around so that you can either have it, I'm not an audio expert. This is all me assuming the design of this. So I think if all of the the grills or whatever on the microphone were here, then you'd maybe need to keep it like that. But since there's a band around this, then I would assume that you're okay to speak into the side. Oh my God, focus. So sorry guys. I tried to make this as like simple as possible so I wasn't pulling my own focus. There you go. See that silver band? That's all mic grills as well. So I think you can have it like this, have it like this, have it like this, have it like this, however you want to use it. But yeah, looks great. This screen feels really nice. I know that's kind of weird because you wouldn't really touch that, but it feels pretty premium. Has their tiny little logo, really discreet on the side. Yeah, I think it feels pretty good, and it has like a little shock absorber thing. It's all right. So if you did have it on a boom and you bumped it, then you're not going to get a ton of noise or interference that way. The bands on it feel really good. Yeah, I mean, let me set this thing up and then we'll get like a good actual test from the audio. And I might, how am I going to do that? I'll figure it out. All right, so it's not pretty, but I got it to work. So just quickly made an OBS scene using my studio display camera and then set up this microphone. I've turned the volume on the back, the knob, up until about halfway. I'm speaking right now and I'm not peaking. I'm not going anywhere into like higher. I'm kind of going around the like minus 10 decibels, which is where I'd probably want to go anyway. I'll check what this sounds like in post, but this is what the mic sounds like. This is from the front. This is it from the side. So if you were streaming and didn't want it pointing at your mouth, or if you were doing a podcast or whatever, this is it from the side. This is it straight below you, like if it was kind of down and a little bit further away. I'll try to show you the distance comparison. So if we were kind of like so I kept the same volume there, so we'll check what that distance sounds like. So I think it's supposed to be pretty close to your face, like I think it said 2 to 6 inches. I could be wrong. But I think it's meant to sit fairly close so that you can have no background noise and just have yourself and have that nice podcasty voice that some people like. I don't really like that. I think it's a little too clear. But anyway, this is the audio test. Looks great, sounds great. I'll do some little taps on it to see if there's like interference sounds, which I'm assuming there will be because every mic has that. But yeah, let's tap the cable. Probably heard that. This is on the mic, on the screen, on the top of the screen. Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to tap that kind of stuff anyway, but I think it looks great. Let's hope it sounds great. I'm sure it will. FiFine has such good products on such a good price point that I'm really have good hopes for this. Yeah, and it looks very professional. So if you want to start a podcast, step up your stream a little bit, it's looking pretty good. And then the mute button right here, it is just a tap. There's no tactile feel to it. There's no button. So you just literally tap your finger on it with a tiny bit of force and it will automatically mute the mic, which has always been a really nice feature. I don't have like headphones to monitor this. I'm not going to do that, but I'm sure it's fine. So if you were using this for anything like a podcast where you would like to monitor your voices or have a producer sitting monitoring 2 people and kind of like adjusting volume or whatever, then great. But this is through the USB-C to USB connector through an adapter to USB-C again. Let me try if it works USB-C to USB-C, even though they didn't provide me with one. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so this is USB-C to USB-C. Much easier, and so you don't need an adapter. If my MacBook Pro is all USB-C, we'll see if this works. It's reading it. It looks like it might work. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's worse. I'm using worse. Oh, yeah, it's working. I don't know. I'll let you know in a sec. We'll jump over to the nice camera. We'll conclude. Thanks for watching this part. All right, so I just watched those back. Sounds pretty good to me. I think it's always going to sound better than not having a dedicated microphone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if people want to stream or to start a podcast and all they use is like a headphone mic or a headset microphone or like a cheap USB mic or something, this is gonna definitely sound better than that. It just will. I'm happy with how it sounds. I'm very happy with how it looks. And I think the top is more sensitive. So I think having it shotgun towards you, like directionally, is probably your best bet for sensitivity. This works. You probably noticed too, it's just quite a bit quieter when I spoke into the side. And maybe it was me, maybe I was off from a distance a little bit, but I don't think so. I genuinely think the top is a little bit more sensitive. But other than that, I think it's great. You can hear when you tap the mute, which is whatever. It's just gonna happen. You're tapping a microphone. But yeah, I think it's another great product by FiFine. Thank you again to Eve and Bruce over there that reach out to me and have always been super nice to deal with, and they always send me cool stuff to add to my stuff. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it looks awesome, and I think that you guys will like it too. Instead of spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a studio seeming microphone, go look at their product line. It's always reasonably priced, always. I'll have links in the description for American and Canadian Amazon for this. I don't get anything if you buy one. It's just that this video is technically sponsored by them for me to have this one. That's all. But yeah, I'm always happy with it. I'm genuinely happy with it. I wouldn't tell you otherwise. So anyways, thanks again. See you in the next one.